Yeah, we did a lot for the...
It's the newest stadium on the NFL landscape, and it might just be the grandest as you get a look at SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Los Angeles Chargers. Both of these teams about to reach the halfway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. Happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
On 1st down now. And he's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage.
At the 37-yard
line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Schobert's on the tackle.
The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie to rookie on the hookup there, and it's a 1st down.
49-yard line.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Back to throw here, Herbert. On the screen, this is Eckler. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On 2nd down, Eckler. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards there. 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Rashawn Melvin. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. That's a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. First carry for Carlos Hyde. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Well, now they'll try the end around. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, How about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Hyde. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
Hyde, the ball carrier.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll give to Hyde. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Brought down.
Out on the edge, you'd love to have cornerbacks like that that can bring him down in the run game.
And you're also exposed to everyone. It really becomes a one-on-one play, doesn't it? You're out there by yourself on the edge. The best ones know how to make the play, and we just saw an example of it right there. That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Josh Lambo will attempt the field goal. He's a former Charger, remember, back in their San Diego days. And Lambo will put this one through, and the Jaguars grab a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more if they can go get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 47-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But what do you think? You get the ball off the turnover near the middle of the field. You take a shot here on the first play?
You know I'm big on that. I love when I have great field position. After a turnover, I feel like I might have a little bit off balance. I prefer to take a shot, but a lot of coaches will tell you you only do it if you trust the guy who's got the football in his hands. Meaning, if it's not there, he won't force it downfield and maybe turn into an interception. He'll go to the check down, go to a second option, and go ahead and take the play that's in front of him.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Handoff comes to Hyde. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a first.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Looking to throw it. Minshew. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. sack number 6 now for him on the year.
3 and out.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor, maybe break things a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey already? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back.
At the 27-yard line.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 11 yards there, first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
It's a gain of 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
42-yard line.
Out of the gun, Herbert. Henry brings it in. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 42. 16 yards of first down. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Not much there, maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
On the tackle. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year, and Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Here's first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Herbert operating from the red zone. He's got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Chargers. Coleman Sutton with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. And his kick is right through.
Michael Patchley to kick off for the Chargers.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And this one will not be handled. It's into the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
And they'll come out with a 3 tight end look on the first play of the drive. They start the drive with Hyde. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, Hyde. This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
A couple extra tight ends in the formation here as they line up 3rd and 2. They'll run it. Here's Hyde. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a first down as well.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and turn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Now Minshew. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 more yards there and another first down.
That's good.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
Down the middle of the field, and they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, arguably, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
A 10th carry for Hyde. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard.
It's 3rd and 1.
Minshew sets to throw. The Charger D making things difficult, and it's 4th down. Good coverage that time by Derwin James.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And trying to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short, and he is short. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60. And God's man complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one good for 37 yards. Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. And they set up the screen. That's complete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Operating from the gun. Herbert. His third interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Looks like they went for the combo play there. A nice ample gain on the ground on the previous play. Going for the big shot on that one unsuccessfully.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Chris Conley. Incomplete. It's
second and 10. It'll be Minshew again. Going deep for Eifert. This is caught inside the 15. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. So we reach intermission here in a low-scoring game. 7-3 is our score. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. They run it again with Hyde. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he will score. Touchdown. Well, you don't want a coach in charge to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 28-yard line.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, Minshew to throw. And he drops this off to Thompson, complete. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Chris Thompson.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Those passes are intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked up by the linebacker, Joe Schubert. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Intercepted.
Minshew going to lead up the Jaguars 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. They'll try to fire up the running game with Hyde. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
On that play, it was the defensive front that won the battle. They out-leveraged the offensive line, got into the backfield, and held him to no gain.
Off play action, it's Minshew. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. He's got it at the 15. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. DJ Chark, his second touchdown on the season. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. Out of the gun is Minshew. And he's got it. So they try for two, successful. And with it, they're back within a field goal.
14. Jaguars.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
7-yard pickup.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the gun, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Running on first down, Eckler. And he'll be caught out across midfield down to the 45. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Herbert will give this one to Eckler. Brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 15 yards on the play, first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
On first down, it's Herbert. Got an open man, it's a noon one.
Complete.
7 yards, the pickup there.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On second down, here's Herbert. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Once you get into the red zone, space is at a premium for receivers to try and operate and shake themselves free. That one's incomplete.
Seventh play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Now this is the 30th man from Northwestern, Justin Jackson. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Here's Herbert. Not a whole lot there. The defense defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one.
He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Six yards left on second down. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen will touchdown number 8 on the year. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
Nearly packed, and maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Here's Minshew. Taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That third down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
On first down. Thompson, he takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Second down at 5. They'll fire one deep for Westbrook. He's got it at the 15. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
For a Jaguar.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around and make the play on the ball.
Desmond King there on the coverage.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating the defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To Thompson on the draw. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
To the running back.
The Jaguars on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the field goal a moment ago, so they'll be looking to string together a few first downs, likely on the ground as they begin 1st and 10. They throw right away, and that's complete out on the right side. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. On the give, this is Eckler. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them. They've got to force it and make something big happen for them.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46. The handoff is Eckler, and he's going to be met at about the 43. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
2nd and 7.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. Once more, here's Eckler. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense. Just flooded the field with defensive backs. Blanketed everyone. Took away all the passing angles. Thus, the incompletion.
And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Herbert. And it's incomplete, but there is a flag. And on 4th down, this is a big call. So they decline the penalty. And that seems a little odd.
I'm trying to work through it and work with them to figure out why.
Well, someone's got to be confused.
That's what I think. I'm pretty sure that the bench is saying take the penalty, and somehow in the heat of the moment, they thought they were saying decline the penalty, and that's going to work against them. They should have taken it.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43.
Tackle made by
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 43-yard line.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson, and he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the close to Von Gilmore. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his back.
And he'll be tackled at about the 35. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun. Herbert, he's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down.
1st and 10.
I'll tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
From the 50, here's Herbert. And he finds Danny Amendola. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out.
At the 31-yard line.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Going deep here for Allen. Man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did it? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
Michael Badgley to kick off for the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This one land in the end zone. That'll be a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, you're like, oh man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. That is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw it. Minshew. coming up.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic.
Now Minshew has a knockdown fumble. They have picked up by the Chargers. And he will bring it back to the 4-yard line. And they're not able to convert on 4th down.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, man.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Austin Eckler, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Chargers 35, Jaguars 14. For the Chargers.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there, and trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Now this one was running back out of the backfield. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Now, despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. And the catch good. It's Eifert. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
1st and 10 at the 40.
They'll go play action here with Minshew. Forced out to his left. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Thrown away and incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He's got it complete to Thompson. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
A 2-yard pickup makes it 3rd and 8.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the LA Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chargers, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.